Hi. Good morning, everyone. Very good morning, all of you. Right, Sunita, Karthik, Anjali, Supriya, Hari, Shruti, Nagalakshmi, Tajamal. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. How are you all? Everyone, how are you? Everyone, how are you? Fine. Okay, very good. Right, all of you had your tea, coffee, hot water, juice, everything. Yes, I am good as usual. Right, I am also good. I am also fine as usual. Right. Okay. Fine, very good. So now we'll be entering into which one? This is a quick concepts of this same we'll be continuing, right? What is it you can say? Quick concepts of this GATE and DSC PYQs of PYQs of quick concepts and PYQs of which one? This RCC and PSC materials and specifications part we will be discussing. You can say, okay? The materials and the specifications part only we are discussing, right? So one more class, mostly one or two more classes, this will be over, right? So because this is very important, and after that now the design part and everything other parts will be very chota bacha topics only, right? This part only will take more time, and first chapter and second chapter will take more time actually, okay? This material specifications as well as which one, that other part, right? Only these two will take more time, right? Other parts will take less time only, right? So mostly within 15 to 20 days we can finish up this, okay? Right. So all of you, welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack it, right? Everybody is ready to crack, all of you? Everybody get ready to crack, right? This is my profile. All of you are following my profile in Unacademy or not? Everyone following my profile in Unacademy or not? If not following, you start following my profile, everyone. Right. Rajpreet, good morning. Right. What is the referral code you recommend to all your friends? RP Civil is the code you recommend to all your friends, right? Are you recommending or not recommending? Okay. Right. So you know these are all the subjects I'll be taking. So now these are all which one? These toppers from SSC JE, which were at SSC JE, and this is state AE JE examinations, right? Next time you have to get your photo and name present here, is na? So how many of you will try for that? Omar, Rajpreet, good morning. Gopi, good morning. How many of you are trying for that? You try to get your photo next time here, right? Is na? Right. So now SSC JE State AE course, now it is in English available, okay? So this you can join this Samarth batch for this SSC JE AE examinations English, which is started on which one? This is July 31st, right? The batch was started on July 31st, and what is it? The referral code you have to use? RP Civil is the referral code you have to use, all of you, okay? Now this is the fee structure you are having. You can say, what is the fee structure? 24 months, 12 months and 6 months fee structure you are having this one. So whichever is suitable for you, try to select it, okay? So RP Civil is the code you have to use, right? So in this batch, what I have started, myself has started surveying everyone, okay? Right, at 5:30 p.m. the classes are going on every day. So what is the referral code you have to use? RP Civil is the referral code you have to use, right? Yeah. Ritvik, good morning. Now this is a summary of your batch, you can say, right? Now these are all the subjects will be taken by, these are all the subjects taken by myself, and these are all the subjects taken by KP sir, you can say, right? And now these are the major changes in SSC JE. You know it already, right? So junior executive, right? Airport Authority of India. Have you all applied for this or not applied, everyone? So if not applied, you start applying for this, everyone, right? If not applied previously, now you just start applying now, okay? Right. Malu Harvinder, right? Raja Babu, good morning. Very good morning from YouTube, right? So this is one more batch, right? If not applied, you just start applying it, okay? Or shall I make a video similar to that of SSC JE I have made? Shall I make it live? How to apply for this? I have made for SSC JE application process, and I have shown that now. Yes or no? Shall I make it live like that similarly? Okay, I'll try to make it live in YouTube class, okay? So complete course on the surveying test courses going on now, and this quick concepts of this RCC, it is going on now, you can see, right? So here, what is that? See, I have taken one series on which one? IS 456, all of you. IS 456 summary and PYQs one series I have taken, right? You just click on this. Those who are preparing for all examinations, it will be useful, right? Now, whatever I am taking is that part only at present up to the materials part, right? But the remaining parts you can find out there, okay? So those who are preparing for basic examinations now, RRB JE, SSC JE, any basic examinations, that will be very much useful. State examinations also, okay? Right. Now fundamentals of this RCC design. What is that? Materials and this is specifications part we are discussing, okay? Right. So here we'll be moving on to this, right? So I will be starting the poll. One sec. So 7 questions we have done previously. Sunita Tajamul Gopi answered correctly. %50 only answered correctly. Why? Right. So here if you just update, what is that? Which one of the following aggregates gives maximum strength in concrete? Right? Which one will give maximum strength in the concrete? If you just observe, you can say rounded aggregates, elongated aggregates, aggregates like this, or flaky aggregate, right? What is the meaning of this flaky aggregate? Very thin aggregates, right? Like paper. So cubical aggregates, right? Which one will give more strength? Tell me all of you. Obviously that a cubical type of these aggregates will give more strength, definitely, na? Yes or no? Cubical type will give more strength, obviously, or not? Yes, right? So which one is the correct answer? Option D will be the correct answer, na? Yes or no? Because interlocking with the rounded aggregates, can you able to ensure interlocking? You cannot ensure interlocking with which one? These rounded aggregates, right? When you cannot ensure interlocking with rounded aggregates, is it possible to have which one? Is it possible to have good conditions now? No, it is impossible to have these good conditions now. Yes or no? Obviously, right? Yes, no? No. So next 9th question, you just try to select the answer, right? Already we have seen this point. 15 seconds time only I am giving. %100 correct answer. Right, very good. So this is the leaderboard. Sunita first, Tajamal second, and Gopi third. Right. A stone is rejected if the absorbed water is more than which one? This how much percentage you can say? That is, you are 10% or not? If the absorbed water is more than 10%, it is rejected. You can say, if you just observe, right? Isn't it? It is rejected if absorbed water is more than 10%. You can say, yes, na? Right. Now select the answer for this, right? 30 seconds time I am going. 10th question. Sunita, Tajamul, Shruti, Supriya, Gopi answered correctly. YouTube, nobody is answering. So is the time insufficient for YouTube people? Should I give more time? Right. So here Sunita first, Tajamal second, and Gopi third, right? Now, so what is that for the RCC or PCC construction, right? Okay, yeah, okay. The pH value of the water should not be lesser than 16, yes or no? I told you, right? It should not be which one? It should not be acidic in nature, na? Yes or no? If it is acidic in nature, what it will cause? It will create a corrosion in the member, na? Yes or no? Which member? Reinforcement, right? 10th question B. Yes, Deepak Kumar, Malu Havaldar. Yes, correct, right? Okay. Now, shall I go for this now, everyone? Select the answer here. Eleventh question. Do you remember these limits, right? Yesterday we have given these limits, na? Yes or no? right? So this is the leaderboard. Sunita first, Tajamul second, and Gopi third, right? The permissible limits of inorganic and organic solids, right? What is that you can say? So yeah, Malu Havaldar, correct answer, right? So others also from special class, right? 3000 inorganic and 200 milligrams per liter organic. Na, yes or no? Isn't it all of you? Yes, no? That is what. Now, this is some calculation, right? 75 seconds time I am giving. Try to solve this, everyone. 12th question. %, only answered correctly. What about the remaining? 71%. Nobody from YouTube? Yeah, Basant answered correctly. Basant or wrongly answered. Okay, sorry. Deepak Kumar answered correctly. Right, so this is the leaderboard. So it is Sunita first, Gopi second, and Tajamul third, right? What is it you can say? Ashwin, good morning. If water required for 1 bag of cement is 30 liters, then the water content water cement ratio is, right? What is that water cement ratio? Maya Gaming also answered correctly. What is that water cement ratio? Water weight by this cement weight, na? Water weight is how much you can say? 30 liters is nothing but your how much? 30 liters is nothing but your how much you can say? 30 liters is nothing but almost 30 kg, na? Isn't it? Because density of this water is 1, you can say almost 30 liters is nothing but your 30 kg only, no? So no, 30 liters is nothing but your 30 kg only, almost you can say, right? So 30 into 1 divided by which one? What is it you can say? 1 bag of cement is nothing but your 50 kg, na? So 1 bag of cement is nothing but your 50 kg, right? How much it comes to be? 30 by this 50, right? What is it? 3 by 5 comes to be, everyone, all of you. What is it? 3 by 5 comes to be? That 3 by 5 is nothing but your 0.6 now water to cement ratio. Now tell me, higher water cement ratio will result in higher strength or lesser water cement ratio will result in higher strength? Which water cement ratio will result in higher strength, everyone? Higher water cement ratio will result in higher strength or lesser? Lesser water cement ratio, porosity is lesser, so that what will happen? Bonding will be proper and strength will be higher, right? Yes, na? So higher water cement ratio, porosity created will be very much higher after the evaporation of this water. So bonding will be lesser between the particles, so strength will be lesser, right? Is it clear? Yes, na? Shall I move to the next? Right. So what is that next material you are having? So cement is over and water is over. Yes, na? These two materials we have seen, right? Now mineral admixtures, right? So these are all the different mineral admixtures you are having, right? What are these? Pozzolas, right? Which you can call it as pozzolana, which are blending with cement, right? What is the meaning of this blending with cement? If you just observe this, this is a cement, and this, so this is your cement and this is your fly ash, right? Now when you mix both, can you able to differentiate them, or it is impossible to differentiate them? Can you able to differentiate them, or it is not possible to differentiate them? If you just observe, it is not at all possible to differentiate them. If you just observe, is not, it is not at all possible to differentiate them if you just observe, right? Why? They will be blended with cement, right? Is not, means mixable with the cement, and you cannot separate them, right? So here you will be having which type of this pozzolas. So whenever it is mentioned as a pozzolanic cement, means what is it? Ordinary Portland cement is normal cement, default cement, and pozzolana cement is nothing but, what is the meaning of this pozzolana cement? It is mixed with this pozzolanas or this mineral admixtures, na? Is or no? It is mixed with the pozzolanas or this mineral admixtures, right? That is a pozzolana cement, right? Portland pozzolana cement PPC you are having, na? Is or no? Now fly ash, what are the different types of this mineral admixtures you are having? One is your fly ash, right? Pulverized fuel ash, right? Second one is silica fume, okay? So this fly ash should be selected as per which code? 3812 part 1. So silica fume, 5 to 10% of this mix only we have to go for it. This is your silica fume, you can say, right? These are all your silica fume, that is your fly ash. Okay, now rice husk ash, right? What is that rice husk ash? You can say, if you just observe, rice husk you will be having na, this is your rice husk, right? The outer part of your rice is na. So then what you do, you just burn it, right? You make it into ashes, right? Then this also looks like a cement, na? So no, then this also looks like cement or not? This also looks like a cement, you can say, actually, is na. So contains a large portion of this silica. So to attain amorphous state, burnt at a controlled temperature, right? To get this stage, you have to burn it at which one? This is a controlled temperatures. Water demand and drying shrinkage should be checked, right? Because this is having a property of which one? So have you seen that rice crop whenever it is grown? Lot of water it requires, na? So a lot of water it requires, obviously, or not? Lot of water it requires, obviously, right? Amorphous state means this is state, right? This finer format, okay, very fine material. So lot of water it requires, right? Whenever this rice husk also, if you take it, right, it will be having lot of water absorbing capacity, right? That we have to check it, right? Water demand, drying shrinkage, and water demand also we have to check it, right? Because if it is requiring more water, na, then water cement ratio must be changed, na? Can we go with the standard values of water cement ratio, or we have to change them? We have to change them, definitely, right? Isn't it? Metakaolin, right? So this is a metakaolin you are having, you can say, right? It is having the fineness between 700 to this 900 meters square per kg is only allowed, okay? Metakaolin with these conditions are only allowed, right? Now GGBFS, right? So what is that? Ground granulated blast furnace, okay? So as a part replacement and should be blended with the cement. So we can be able to replace 50% of this cement and 70% of the cement, and entirely instead of cement completely can we use it? No, no, just as a part replacement only. So that fly ash also, everyone, fly ash and these things, what we will do is we have to check it, right? First we have to check the concrete cube strength for any grade with original cement. Next we have to check with for the same grade of this cement. What you do, you replace the cement of 5% cement by this fly ash or this silica fume or this rice ash or metakaolin or GGBFS, right? Whatever it is, that mixture you are having. Then what you do, you replace it and check it, okay? Prepare the same mix. Then 10% replacement of cement also you check it, right? 15% replacement also you check it, right? So after some percentage of replacement, generally, yeah, we can go up to 30% also for fly ash, right? But it is not in all situations. You have to check it in the laboratory and you finalize it, okay? You check it in the laboratory, then only you finalize it, okay? Right. So what you need to do, you have to check it in the laboratory, and for which percentage of replacement of cement with these mineral admixture. So it is not changing, right? Why we have to replace, sir? The properties are not changing, we have to check it. Why we have to replace? Because the cost of this cement is very much higher or lesser. The cost of this cement is very much higher or very much lesser, everyone? The cost of cement is very much higher, na? So when the cost of cement is very much higher and you are having this many industrial waste, so these are all the industrial waste and waste products only, you know, they will be creating pollution to the environment and they will be hazardous only, you know. But if you are utilizing them in the construction field, what will happen? So that outside physical wastage, industrial wastage, and this wastage will be reduced, and also cement cost also, the cost of construction also can be reduced without changing the strength and without changing the other properties of this cement concrete, na? Is that no? For that purpose we are replacing. Is that clear? Why we are replacing this, all of you? Is that right? So like that we have to go for, right? So this is GGBF, is right? Ground granulated blast furnace slag, right? So which is obtained from the furnace, right? This is actually the liquid slag you will be getting, and it is adjustable deflector plate, right? What you will be doing? Vibrating feeding plate, right? You will be just vibrating it, right? Whenever you are vibrating it, what will happen? So vibrating it and will be rotating it, right? So that will be converted into the powder format and it will be falling here, you can say, right? Granulated material. So this looks like the GGBFS, okay? Furnace, mainly for the from the furnaces it will be obtained, right? Like that. Is it clear, that one? Is it clear of you, everyone? Right? So we'll just move on to the next one. If you just observe, right, what is it you can say? So here chemical admixtures, right? So chemical admixtures will be corresponding to which code, you can say IS 9103, right? So whenever you are using the mineral admixtures, previous experience is not needed. You just replace the cement 5% cement, 10% cement with those mineral admixtures on your own, and you can check it. There is no issue. But when you are replacing the when you are using the chemical admixtures without the expert advice, don't use it, right? Without expert advice, don't use it. Okay, it is compulsory. Expert advice or previous experience is required compulsorily if you wanted to use chemical admixtures, right? So they should not impair durability. Whenever you are using the chemical admixtures, they should not change the durability condition. What is the meaning of this durability? Tell me. If it is lasting for a longer time or if it is lasting for this a smaller time, that only durability, na? Is it no? So it is better we should have more durability or less durability. For the cement concrete structures, more durability is required or less durability is required? Tell me, all of you. More durability is required, na? Is that no? Do you want, I want my structure to stay only for 5 years? Do you feel like that, or you want your structures to stay for useful for 100 years? You can say you want your structure to be useful for this more amount of time, na? Yes or no? So durability. So whenever you are using these chemicals, na, chemicals may affect which one? This mineral admixtures may not affect this durability condition much, but these chemical admixtures may affect. You have to select the chemical admixtures such that they will not be affecting the durability. So they will establish which one, mainly for which purpose? Workability. So here, if you just observe that whenever you are having a concrete, when it is in the plastic condition, you can mix it and you can place it and you can use it easily. Or whenever it is in the purely solid condition, you can mix it and make the molds, and construction will be easy. Tell me. Transportation, construction and mixing and all these things, right? When these activities will become easy? When it is in loose condition or when it is in the solid condition? Tell me. When it is in the loose condition or when it is in the solid condition? When it is in the loose condition only you can do it, na? Yes or no? When it is in the loose condition only you can do it, right? Means a little bit plastic type of nature it should have. So that is workability. How easily you are working with the concrete, how easily you are mixing the concrete, how easily you are transporting, and how easily you are placing the concrete in the place, right, for the construction of elements. So that is, so workability. When the workability decreases, if you just observe, if you want a higher strength, automatically that water cement ratio will be lesser. When the water content in that is very lesser, can you able to handle it properly? Is it easy to work out or it is difficult to work out? Tell me. Can you able to mix it properly with less water? No, you cannot mix it properly. Can you able to place it? So will it flow? The concrete will flow from top layers to the bottom layers easily? No. So then what you can do? In case of this high grade concrete, water cement ratio is lesser, workability is lesser. To improve that workability, we are using this chemical admixtures, right? Is now compressive strength, is now, and slump loss of this concrete without admixtures, right? We have to check it, right? We have to check all this. Which one we have to check? Workability we have to check, and compressive strength, and this is slump value we have to check, right? Slump loss, right? With admixture, how much slump value you are having? Without admixture, how much slump is there, right? Slump is one measurement of workability only, na? Is that no? Slump test. That cone will be having frustum of cone. Will be just filling it and you will be taking it. So how much it is falling? Is not that is only slump, na? The relative density of this liquid admixture shall be checked. You have to check the relative density of this liquid admixture also definitely. So test chloride content of this admixture. Why we have to test the chloride content of this admixture? If a chlorides are present in the admixture, it is advantageous or it is disadvantageous? Obviously, they will cause a rusting of this reinforcement, so corrosion of this reinforcement, so it is disadvantageous, right? So if 2 or more admixtures are used simultaneously, assess their interaction, right? So and ensure their compatibility. Yes, na? Suppose you wanted to change two parameters, for two parameters, one acceleration, one workability. Yes, na? One acceleration, one workability, right? Two properties wanted to change it, you can say. Then what we need to do? We have to check if these two chemicals are mixed, these two will be mixing with each other and creating, they will be subjected to new chemical reaction and they will be creating any new chemical product which will be harmful. We have to check it now, whether these two are compatible with each other or not. We have to check it or not. And they will be interacting with each other and creating any problem to the concrete or not. We have to check it or not. Definitely yes, we have to check all these things when you are choosing which one is the chemical admixtures. Okay, right? Those who are going with this, just enroll for this, is not? This is Samarth batch, English batch. Those who did not enroll for this, all of you. Once enrolled, tell me. See here, Shruti, if you are using only one chemical admixture for one purpose, okay, that is fine. You have to check it. Any chloride content is there, density, and with the usage of this, before using the admixture, what was the workability, compressive strength, and slump loss, and after using this, admixture, what is the workability, compressive strength, and slump loss? We have to check it. Okay, and suppose if you are using two chemical admixtures, one is for accelerating, other one is for workability point of view. When you are using the two chemicals, they may react with each other. Na? There is a possibility that these two may get react with each other or not. There is a possibility or not. If these two are reacting with each other, right, what is the difficulty? If these two are reacting with each other, compatible with each other, and they are not creating any new chemical which is harmless, then it is okay. But if these two are reacting with each other and creating some problematic chemical, it is acceptable or it is not acceptable? Tell me. It is acceptable or it is not acceptable? Tell me. It is not at all acceptable. So no, it is not at all acceptable. You can say it like that. Is it clear? Clear that last point? No. Now, so these are the list of chemical admixtures. Right? This list will be very important. Right? In many of the examinations, it is asked. Okay. Many times this list is asked, even in ESC also, even ESC, SSC JE state exams. Accelerating admixtures, right? What are the examples of these accelerating admixtures? Calcium chloride, right? Flue silicate, triethanolamine, right? Triethanolamine, right? These are the chemicals which are used for accelerating admixtures, right? Retarding admixtures. So what is the meaning of the acceleration? What is the meaning of this retardation? Sodium tartrate and tartaric acid, right? These two we have to use for retarding one. What is the meaning of this acceleration and what is the meaning of this retardation? Tell me. Yes, acceleration means what? They will make the hydration process to fasten. They will increase the rate of happening of this hydration reaction, so that what will happen? So it will be hydrating and it will be getting the strength easily. Within lesser time it will be become hard and it will be setting fastly and it will be gaining the strength fastly. Yes or no? Like that. Not gaining the strength fastly, but it is becoming fastly, right? Becoming hard fastly. Once it is becoming harder, automatically strength will be obtained. Okay? Retarding means, so when we have to go for this accelerating type, tell me. When we have to go for this accelerating time, tell me. So accelerating time means, accelerating admixture means they will reduce, they will accelerate the process, and setting time they will reduce. And retarding means they will increase the setting time. They will not allow it to set. Why? Because especially in the RMC, ready mix concrete plants, if we are just observing, so the ready mix concrete plant is somewhere, so 100 kilometers from your site, let us say, but you cannot mix this much amount of concrete manually. You have to bring from the ready mix concrete plant. That is only the best way. So then by the time you are transporting this concrete over this 50 kilometers or 20 kilometers or 100 kilometers, it should not get set. In that tanker itself, if it becomes harder, can you able to take out this concrete, or it is impossible to take out this concrete? Once it becomes harder, it is impossible to take out this concrete. There is no use of this, right? Yes, no? So now we have to allow this setting process to happen, or we should delay the setting process. We should delay the setting process. No, yes, no? We should delay the setting process, right? Yes, no? Increase setting times, right? When you are increasing the setting time, automatically what happens? You can say, so you will be having more time, even if it is taking more time to transport, it is okay or not? Yes, absolutely it is okay, right? Like that. Is it clear? Water reducing or this plasticizers, calcium lignosulfonate, right? This is the element we are using. So water reducing or this plasticizers, what does it mean? Even with the lesser water also they will make it plastic. Means they will make it loose. Water content is lesser, but this admixture will improve which one? This workability conditions. Mainly that plasticizers will be used for which purpose? Workability conditions only. No, listen, workability conditions only. Air entraining admixtures. What is that? Air entraining admixtures, you can say. Yes, yeah, especially for high strength concrete, that water reducing or plasticizers should be used. Air entraining admixtures, what is it you can say? Aluminium powder neutralized vinyl resin, right? Neutralized, okay, it is not neutralizes, neutralized vinyl resin. Why it should be neutralized? Because it should not have any chemical reactive properties, so that whenever it is mixed, it will not be reacting with any chemicals and it is not causing any harm, right? Like that. Air entraining admixtures. Why we have to allow the air to enter, everyone? What is the reason for air to enter? Tell me. What is the reason for air to enter? Tell me. Air to be allowed to enter, right? Air to be allowed to enter for which purpose you can say? Why? What is the reason? That is also to improve the workability mainly, na? That is also mainly for improving the workability or not? That is also for improving the workability conditions, right? Yes, absolutely. Right? That is also for which one? Improving the workability conditions, right? When you are having this more air, so the particles, when air present is a little higher, right? What it will do? It will allow the flow of concrete easily or not? It will allow the flow of concrete easily, or it will not allow the flow of concrete easily? Yes, it will allow the flow of concrete easily, na? So that is also to maintain which one? This workability, more or less, is na? And in the process of making this lightweight concrete also, right? Like that you can say, right? Many, and in the process of making which one? This porous concrete also we can use it, right? So there are many applications you can use it. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Right? What are these admixtures? What are these admixtures? Is clear? So this part is very important, right? What is that accelerating admixture will do? They will fastening the setting process, now. They will fasten setting process or not? They will fasten the setting process, right? Retarders, what they will do? Retarders, what they will do? They will slow down the slowing flue silicate. That is the name of this, that is the name of this chemical, right? That is the name of this chemical, right? That is the name of this chemical, you can say, right? So here whenever you are saying it as a flue silicate, na, one second. It is generally how can you can say flue silicate means, right? What is that silicate, you can say? What is that silicate? What is that silicate? If you just observe, silicate is nothing but what? Silicate is nothing but which one? Silicate is it is related to this silicon, yes or no? So silicon particles will be present, right? Silicon oxide, this kind of particles are present, right? Yes, no? So that flue silicate is which one? Sodium fluorosilicate you will be having, like that, and flue silicate you will be having, right? So many types of this materials will be having. Flue silicate is a type of chemical actually, right? It is a type of which one? It is a type of chemical only, right? It is type of chemical only. I don't know the which one chemical formula for this. Anybody can get it? Anybody can get the flue silicate chemical formula? No idea? Okay, no need to worry. No need to worry about this, right? That flue silicate, it is also called as sodium fluorosilicate. Okay, simply. Okay, Supriya, sodium fluorosilicate, right? Sodium fluorosilicate, flue silicate is also nothing but sodium fluorosilicate, right? Only that I know. Okay, right? So the chemical properties and all these things we need not worry about it. Okay, right? Generally this is mainly for which one? This fluoridation agent for drinking water generally, right? In enamels for china and porcelain, this china cups you are having na, and porcelain cups you will be having na. So generally for this fluoridation process also we will be using this flow silicate actually, right? Okay, and we'll be using it for which purpose? Accelerating purpose we are using it, right? Like whenever they are making this porcelain dishes na, so they have to make it very fast, right? Isn't it? So in that this also will be useful in accelerating the process or making it hot immediately. So what it will do, that retarding admixtures are which one? Slowing which one? Slowing down the process, no? Yes or no? Slowing down setting. And water reducing, what they will do, right? Generally low water cement ratio, low water cement ratio. With low water cement ratio, right, they will increase which one? This high workability. Na? They will ensure that high workability even with low water cement ratio, right? Low water cement ratio means automatically higher strength. Okay. Air entraining admixtures, right, what they will do? Right, what is it? You can say, okay, that is a chemical formula. Okay, that is a chemical formula, but nobody will ask you the chemical formula, don't worry. Right, you just remember only which one? The name. Okay, name of this chemical, and its purpose. That's it. Okay, that is only sufficient enough, right? Because we are not chemistry students now, so this chemical formula and chemical composition will not be asked. If at all they are asking, only for the cement they will be asking. Okay, the box compounds and other chemicals is not. For other than that admixtures, you will not be asked to identify the chemical compounds, okay, chemical nature or chemical formula. Now, air entraining admixtures, what is that air entraining admixtures will do? Here we will be doing which one? Here we will be doing which one? Air will be sent, right? What is it you can say? Air will be sent, right? What is the meaning of this air entrainment, you can say? Anyone tell me? What is the meaning of this air entrainment? Air entrainment is nothing but you are sending air, sending which one? This air. So sending air forcefully, right? So sending air forcefully to create what? What to create mainly? To create micro air bubbles, right? So the air bubbles will be very large air bubbles or micro air bubbles only, right? Micro air bubbles is not micro air bubbles only, right? That is why we are using these admixtures, right? Is not. Suppose if you are sending the air directly, what will happen? If you are sending the air directly, can you give guarantee that micro bubbles only will be formed, right? So very large size of bubbles also can be formed, na? Large size of bubbles also can be formed or not? Large size of bubbles also can be formed. So, but with the help of this chemical admixtures, now what will happen? Micro bubbles only will be formed and they will be sent uniformly. They will be mixed with the concrete uniformly with the help of these admixtures. Okay. Why we should have this? Generally, tell me here why we should have. One of the reason is workability only. No, yes or no? One of the reason is workability only. Okay, is not right. So once this is clear, note down. Once noted, tell me. We'll go on to the questions then. It is clear for everyone, right? We'll go on to the questions now. Shall we? Right? Shall we? Right. So this is select the answer. Yeah. Naglakshmi, Gopi answered correctly. Hari also answered correctly. Right, only these three. Right, this is right board. Gopi first, Sunita second, and Tajamul third. Right. Consider the following statements: admixture added to concrete. Right? Yeah. Manu Havaldar. Correct. Answered. So they will increase the strength. They will reduce the heat of hydration, delay the setting of cement, reduce water cement ratio. Right? What they can do? They can reduce the water cement ratio. No? Yes or no? They can reduce the water cement ratio, possible or not? Yes, they can reduce the water cement ratio, possible, right? They can reduce the water cement ratio and they will provide how much amount of which one you want, workability you want, they will give it. Okay, right. Delay the setting of cement, yes, they will do it, right? Reduce the heat of hydration, right? They will reduce the heat of hydration. Is it possible? Admixtures cannot reduce the heat of hydration, right? Admixtures cannot change the strength, right? Did I mention that any admixture changing the strength? Did I mention any admixture changing the strength? What we have mentioned is we have to check the strength with admixture and without admixture. We have mentioned that check the strength and workability without admixture and without admixture. That is what said. But did we say that strength is influenced by the admixtures? No. Strength should not be influenced by the admixtures, right? So like that. So which option? Reduce the heat of hydration is also not possible, right? Is not. So that is done by which one? This is a type of cement, not by admixtures. Okay. In your building materials, you might have studied about the various types of cements, na? Is that no? So heat reduction point of view, what you need to do, you have to, whenever it is a mass concreting construction you are having, like dams and everything, then you can go for which one? This is low heat cement. Yes, low heat cement we have to go for, right? Okay, we did not discuss that because that is a building materials part, right? Low heat cement you can use in case of this mass concreting structures, right? So this is not in the hands of admixture. This is in the hands of which one? This is in the hands of which one? This is in the hands of what? This is in the hands of which one? You can say this is in the hands of cement, not in the hands of admixture. Clear everyone? Okay. So for this purpose, what we need to do? Use a low heat cement, right? Low heat cement, right? That cement basic structure we have to modify it. Is not? Yeah. So whatever it is, right? So which both component to be increased, which both component to be decreased. In that, you know the purposes. Each and every both component, right? We know, right? You know already from BMCP and their properties, right? Depending upon that, which property we have to change it, you have to understand. Okay, right? So shall we move to the next one? 14th question. I'll be moving on to 30 seconds. I am giving. Just now we have seen this. Yes, na? You should not be answering this wrongly. Yeah, Pralaya Pattasani. Okay. Hi. Sunita, Gopi, Omar, Shruti, Hari, Tajamul, Diya answered correctly. %, only answered correctly. Anybody from YouTube? Nobody from YouTube? Okay. This is a leaderboard. Anjali said, okay, wrong answer. Gopi first, Sunita second, Tajamul third, right? Yeah. Diya, good morning. The most common admixture which is used to accelerate the initial setting of this concrete is, right? Accelerating the initial setting is what? Which one? Calcium chloride, flue silicate, and triethanolamine, na? Yes or no? Yeah, triethanolamine, right? So these are the chemicals given, yes or no? So which one is given? Gypsum, no. Calcium chloride, yes. Calcium chloride is only the one given, na? Yes or no? Calcium chloride is only the one given. Yes, Malu Havaldar correctly answer, right? Shall we move to the next question? Okay, 45 seconds time I am giving. Try to solve this. Diya, Gopi, Naglakshmi answered correct. Tajamal, Supriya answered, but still 62% only. Hari also answered, 70%. So you have to be careful, right? You have to read the question carefully. Karthik also answered. Right. So this is the leaderboard. So what is it? Gopi first, Tajamal second, Sunita third, right? Consider the following statements. Entrainment of air in concrete is done so as to, right? What is the purpose of this air entrainment? If you just observe, you can say it is mainly to increase the workability. Now, I told you, right, just now, whenever you are having these micro air bubbles, right, what they will do? They will increase the workability, right? First one is correct. They will increase the strength? No chemical admixture will alter the strength, right? Chemical admixtures will not have capacity to define the strength or change the strength, is not? And increasing the resistance to freezing and thawing, is not? Whenever you are having this some air bubbles present inside, whenever it is a freezing, what will happen? The water present in the water content of this cement, that its volume will be increasing little bit, na? Is that no? Its volume will be increasing little bit. Suppose if the gaps or little voids are not present inside the concrete, that will affect the main concrete, na? So it is better we should have little voids to take care of which one? This is freezing and thawing, is not? Obviously. Whenever that liquid water is changed to this solid water, volume increases or volume decreases, everyone? Liquid water is changed to solid water, volume volume, what happens? Volume increases, na? You have to be careful. Oh gosh, money. Yes, yes, that is which one? Gypsum is which one? It is an admixture or it is main component of cement? Tell me. Gypsum is an admixture or it is main component of cement? It is the main component of cement, na? So, but in the question, what is it given? It is the component of cement which is influencing the initial setting time is asked, or it is a admixture you are using for changing that acceleration setting time process is asked in the question. So, which one is asked? Accelerate. Admixture is asked, na? The most common admixture which is used to accelerate, right? So, admixture is asked means gypsum cannot come into picture, even though gypsum is capable of answering, right? Whether gypsum is capable of altering the initial setting time or not, it does not matter, because gypsum is not the admixture. Gypsum is a component of cement present, okay? Inside the cement, that is a component, you can say, okay? So we cannot answer this gypsum, right? Even though gypsum is having influence, because the question is admixtures, okay? You have to be careful, right? So I'll be moving on to the 16th question. So the answer. Anybody from YouTube? Nobody from YouTube? Yeah. Lakshmi, Ashwin, Omar, Gopi answered correctly. So is this okay this way, right? We are discussing little bit concept and doing questions on that, right? This way is okay, everyone, in the special classes. Are you comfortable with this? Yes, na? Discussing something and questions on that, right? Yes, na? So that what will happen? Revision, quick revision will happen immediately after that, right? But only thing is you have to maintain consistency. If you maintain consistency, then I'll continue this series for all subjects, right? Whatever the subjects which we are not doing in the class. Gopi first, Tajamal second, and Amar third. Right. Consider the following statements, right? The use of superplasticizers as admixtures, right? Superplasticizers as admixtures. So what this superplasticizers will do, if you just observe, superplasticizers increase the compressive strength of concrete, right? I told you, right? Plasticizers will not change any compressive strength, right? Permit the low water cement ratio, thereby strength is increased. Is it for strength increase purpose? No, no. Reduces a setting time? No, they are called as retarders, right? They are called as which one? These retarders, right? But here approximately which one can be selected, right? This B can second one can be selected, na? Permit okay, if you just observe for a while, that is also wrong. They will not reduce the setting time, okay? Permits the low cement content, so it is not like that. So no option is 100% perfect. When a no option is 100% perfect, right? Which one is nearby a correct answer? Plasticizers means they will allow the low water cement only, no? So they will allow the low water cement ratio, right? Yes, indirectly we are telling. Influencing the strength, not influencing the strength. They are allowing the, yeah, indirectly you can say that they are helping to get higher strength. How they are helping to get a higher strength? By allowing us to take a lesser water cement ratio, okay? They are allowing us to take lesser water cement ratio, and they are telling that here bhaiya, concrete bhaiya, no problem, you can have lesser water, and mehuna, I will increase your workability, you can flow freely like that. Yes, na? It is helpful in workability. So higher strength is not due to the admixture, again higher strength is due to the less water cement ratio, right? That you have to be careful, right? And this will help in workability even with lesser water cement ratio, right? You have to be careful, right? Which option is correct? Option D is only correct answer, na? Yes or no? Yeah, I think these are there. Select the answer of you. 45 seconds time I am giving. Sunita, Gopi, Naglakshmi, Tajamal, Shruti, Supriya, Omar answered correctly. Right, this is later about. Gopi first, Tajamal second, Omar third. Bleeding. What is the meaning of this bleeding? You can say. So whenever you are mixing the concrete and placing it on the mold or somewhere, right? While you are making the concrete cubes of 150 millimeter, you might have checked it, right? When you are going it now, so that what happens is that a cement mortar or only water and cement, they will be separating. If you just observe, have you observed this? Or cement mortar, very loose cement mortar may be separated, right? That is called as bleeding. Okay, whenever any injury happened to you, what happens? It will be bleeding, only blood will come out now. Flesh and bones will come out, or only blood will come out? Only blood will come out. Similar, that is bleeding. Similar to concrete also. What is the blood of this concrete, you can say? Yeah, Malu Havaldar answered correctly. This one also. So what is that? Blood of concrete, that is cement water only, no? Cement water combination only, no? Or cement mortar, you can say loose cement mortar, that will come out. Match admixture and action of the concrete. So what is it, you can see if you just observe everyone? Which one we know exactly? First of all, calcium lignosulfate, right? What is the purpose of this calcium lignosulfate? If you just observe, it is for which purpose? Calcium lignosulfate, it is water reducer na plasticizer na. Calcium lignosulfate, this is admixture only agreement which only admixture which is making it plastic and allowing it to lesser water na low water cementation, right? So calcium lignosulfate water reducer, right? A4 how many options are there? So this option B and D are there. Okay, A4. So like that you have to check it, right? Immediately after matching one, you just check which options are matching, right? You eliminate other options, right? Next, aluminium powder. Aluminium powder is for air entrainment. Just now we have seen, right? B3. So A4 and B3. Which option it is? Automatically option B is correct. Na? Even you need not know others also. Right? You can answer. It's not like that. So just stop it and go to the next question in the examination. Okay. Here we will discuss. Here we will match. Don't worry. But in the examination, once you are finding the answer, don't go for the other two. Within that time, that 30 seconds, 40 seconds, you can solve one more theoretical question, right? How many questions you are solving, that much closer you are moving to the top ranks, isn't it? Now, tartaric acid, right? What is the purpose of this tartaric acid, you can say? These tartaric acids are mainly retarders, sodium tartarate and tartaric acid. Okay. So this tartaric acid is which one? This retarder, you can say, right? Aluminium sulfate, right? This aluminium sulfate will be using for which purpose? That anti-bleeder, right? It will not allow the bleeding. Okay, anti-bleeder is bleeding is nothing but your which one? Anti-bleeder means it will not allow bleeding, yes or no? What is the meaning of this bleeding? Separation of what? Separation of which one? This is separation of this which one? So watery cement. Okay, watery cement, right? So very loose cement full of water, right? Watery cement, or which one? Watery cement only, right? Watery cement, or this mortar, loose mortar. Which mortar? Loose mortar only, no? Loose mortar will separate. Okay, from concrete, right? That is called as bleeding. Is it clear, everyone? What is the meaning of this bleeding? So this aluminum sulfate will avoid this bleeding, you can say. Is not clear? Shall we go to the next? Shall we go to the 18th question, everyone? Select the answer of you. Sunita only answered correctly. Sunita, Gopi, Tajamal, Nagalakshmi, Supriya, Diya, Ashwin answered correctly. Anybody from YouTube? Right. Gopi first, Tajamal second, Sunita third, right? So shall I take the screenshot and share or no need, everyone? Okay, one sec. Let me take the screenshot. If anybody, if I forgot, na, if you can also take from your mobile, na, yes or no, you just take and send me if I forget, okay? Now I am taking, no problem. Right. Here. So what is that you can say if you just observe now? This one, I think this is the last question before we enter into reinforcement, right? Water reducing admixtures are which one? Water, what is it? Water reducing admixture, everyone? So those are lignosulfate and no? Lignosulfate or not? Okay, Unacademy will not allow you to take. Okay, lignosulfate, right? A3. A3, how many options are there? Option A is there and option D is there. Sorry, option C is there, right? Air entrainment, what is it you can say? Which one you can use for this air entrainment if you just observe? Neutralized vicinal resin we have to use, na? Neutralized vicinal resin. Yes, na? I mentioned here, right? Neutralized is given and it is not neutralized, it is neutralized. Aluminum powder, neutralized vicinal resin. Yes, na? That is for which purpose? Air entrainment, na? Air entrainment. Okay. So B4, right? A3, B4, right? A3 and B4, which option is there? Only option C is present now. Directly you can select it or not. Whenever in the match the following is there, which you are 100% sure, right? Which you are 100% sure, you select them first, then you select the answer, right? Yes, no? Next, super plasticizer, what is that you can say? Which one is that super plasticizer? Or that we don't know, right? Here nobody is matching, right? Accelerator, what is that accelerator? Calcium chloride is that accelerator that is matching, is that no? And now which one you are having? Super plasticizer, that plasticizers are which one? Water reducing and plasticizers? Sulfonated melanin formaldehyde, right? Sulfonated melanin formaldehyde, right? This type of this chemical we are using, right? So that is the name of this chemical, okay? Sulfonated melanin formaldehyde, that is the name of this chemical we are using, okay? Is that clear everyone, these questions? Admixtures? Now, coming to this, right, what is that? The next one you are having, if you just observe all of you, reinforcement you are having, what is that next material you are having in the materials? Cement is over, water is over, chemical admixtures and physical admixtures are over, right? Next, reinforcement and concrete. These are the two materials we are left with now. Once these two materials are over, then this first chapter gets over, you can say, okay? Then we can enter into the design basics, limit state method and all these things we can enter, okay? No. What are the reinforcements? Mild steel and this medium tensile steel bars conforming to which one? This IS 432 part 1. These code numbers are very important, okay? Mild steel is conforming to which code? IS 432. High yield strength deformed bars are corresponding to which one? This IS 1786, right? HYSD bars, na? So these two at least you try to remember, right? Hard drawn steel wire. One second. Yeah, we can do working stress method now. Yeah. Okay, we'll do working stress method only. First we'll do working stress method only, because working stress method, yeah, we'll do like that only, because the state examinations and these examinations, working stress is also having a majority weightage, na? Yeah, we'll do working stress only, same as that our plus course only we'll go, don't worry, okay? I thought of doing with limit state, but okay, we'll do with working stress, same as plus course, no problem. Hard drawn steel wire fabric conforming to which one? This IS 1556. Structural steel conforming. This is structural steel, right? Not the reinforcing steel. Structural steel means it is a main steel. Conforming to grade A is IS 2062. Okay, but this one you need not remember. But these three you try to remember. Especially the first two you try to remember. Okay, and now. So these steels, various steels we can use for reinforcement. Of which one? Mild steel, high strength steel, hard drawn steel wires, and structural steel also we can use for which one? This reinforcement. They shall be free from loose mill scales, loose rust, and coats of paints, oil, mud, etc. all these elements should be present in that, or all these elements should not be present in that. You can say all these elements should not be present in that. Suppose if you are having the corrosion or whatever it is, use a sand blasting to clean the reinforcement. Okay, use a sand blasting to clean the reinforcement, right? Okay, because time is over now, I'll close the session now. To clean the reinforcement, sand blasting we have to use, right? What is that sand blasting? I'll explain in the tomorrow's class, don't worry. Okay, so this is actually related to the sand blasting. I'll explain it, don't worry. Okay, what we'll do in that. So I'll close now, because at 10 we are having one more class now. I have to make the PPT and arrangements there. Okay, shall I close the session? Clear everyone? Anyone having any doubt? So tomorrow also we'll discuss the reinforcement, and concrete also will enter into. Mostly reinforcement and concrete will complete tomorrow. Tomorrow means Monday class is there. Sunday tomorrow is not there. Monday will be having the class. Okay, right? So there will be going for which one? This reinforcement as well as the concrete. Both the topics we'll discuss, and questions if possible we'll discuss some questions. Otherwise Tuesday we'll finish off all the questions of reinforcement and concrete. Right? Shall I close the session? I'll be closing the session. Thank you all of you. Have a good day. Thank you everyone.